Parents, welcome to How to Teach Kids Figurative Language. It is a creative way for authors to use language to make descriptions more interesting for the reader. This video focuses on 4 types of figurative language: similes, metaphors, hyperboles, and idioms. The 4 types of figurative language are introduced to kids one at a time, beginning with similes. The word like in this example is used to compare how the boy eats like a bird, meaning that they both eat very little. Next, metaphors are introduced. They make comparisons not using the words like or as. Our example, I am a night owl, means I stay up late. Next, hyperboles are introduced. They are exaggerated sentences not taken seriously. Our example, she was on the plane forever, meaning she was on the plane for a long time. And lastly, idioms. They have a meaning different from the words. As in our example, the test was a piece of cake, meaning the test was easy. Begin by introducing kids to similes. Read the definition with them. Next, with kids, discuss the following 4 teaching templates. They are examples of similes. With kids, talk about how the word like is used to compare how the boy eats like a bird, meaning they both eat very little. Talk about how the word as is used to compare how the girl's face became as red as a tomato when she fell off her bike and became embarrassed. Talk about how the word as is used to compare the dryer to a quiet mouse, showing both are not noisy. Talk about how the word as is used to compare she and the proud peacock, meaning they both are feeling pleased about themselves. Now have kids underline the simile in each sentence and draw an arrow to the matching picture. With kids, read the first sentence. The weather is as cold as ice. Next, remind kids that similes use the word like or the word as. In this example, the word as is used. So have kids underline the words as cold as ice. The word as is used to establish a comparison between 2 unlikely things, weather and ice. Now have kids draw an arrow from the sentence to the matching picture of ice. Now with kids, go to the second sentence. Follow the same procedures. Read the second sentence with kids. He moves like a cheetah. Point out that the word like is used and have kids underline the words like a cheetah. The word like is used to establish a comparison between 2 unlikely things: how the boy moves and a cheetah. Now have kids draw an arrow from the second sentence to the matching picture of a cheetah. Now have kids complete the remaining 2 sentences. And this is the completed example. Now have kids complete this practice page. Have them fill in the blank and then draw an arrow to the matching picture. The wheel is as flat as a pancake. His crying is as loud as thunder. The saddle fits like a glove, and he is as sly as a fox. Now introduce kids to the second type of figurative language, metaphors. Begin by reading the definition to them or with them. In this example, a comparison is made between I, referring to the girl, and a night owl, meaning they both stay up late at night. In this example, a comparison is made between this truck and a dinosaur, meaning they are both old. In this example, a comparison is made between my little brother and a couch potato, meaning that they are both inactive. In this example, a comparison is made between happiness and eating an ice cream cone. Now have kids underline the metaphor in each sentence and draw an arrow to the matching picture. Complete sentence 1 with kids. Begin by reading the sentence, "Her closet is a pigsty." Remind kids that metaphors do not use the words like or as. Have them underline is a pigsty. However, metaphors still make a comparison between two unlikely things, and in this example, they are her closet and a pigsty. Now have kids finish the rest of the sentences, drawing an arrow to the matching picture, and if they need help, that is fine. Tommy was the guinea pig. The car is a lemon, and she is a bookworm. Have kids read each sentence to determine if it is a simile or a metaphor. Have them write S for simile or M for metaphor on the lines. Before they begin the practice page, complete the first one with them. With kids, read the sentence, "The puppy is as light as a feather." The sentence compares both the small puppy and the feather, not weighing a lot. The comparison uses the word as. It is a simile, so we're going to write S in the blank. This is the completed example. Now introduce kids to the third type of figurative language, hyperboles. They are exaggerations that are not taken seriously. With kids, read the sentence, "She was on the plane forever." Talk about how forever is an exaggeration for several hours. In this example, the sentence is, "My backpack weighs a ton." Weighs a ton is an over-exaggeration for it being very heavy. In this sentence, "She never stops talking" is an exaggeration for she talks a lot. And the sentence, "It took 1,000,000 gumballs to fill this machine" is an exaggeration for a lot of gumballs. Now have kids underline the hyperbole in each sentence and draw an arrow to the matching picture. Number 1, the hyperbole is mountain of homework. Underline it costs a fortune, has 1,000,000 pages, and takes hours to put on his shoes. Now have kids read each sentence to determine if it is a metaphor or a hyperbole. Have them write M for metaphor or H for hyperbole. Before kids begin the practice page, do the first 2 sentences with them. Number 1, the bags of groceries cost $1,000,000. The sentence is an exaggeration. The groceries did not cost $1,000,000, but they did cost a lot. So write an H in the box for hyperbole. Now read sentence 2 with the kids. The wind was a howling wolf. The sentence compares both the wind and a wolf as howling, a loud cry. The comparison does not use the words as or like. Have kids write M in the square for metaphor. And this is the completed practice page. Now introduce kids to the 4th and last type of figurative speech, idioms, and explain that they don't mean exactly what the words say. Read each example with kids. The test was a piece of cake and explain that that means the test was easy. He has butterflies in his stomach means he feels nervous. She is on the fence means she can't choose between camping or going to the beach. The school is within a squirrel's leap means the school is close. Now have kids underline the idiom in each sentence and draw an arrow to the matching picture. Sentence number 1, there's a frog in my throat. An idiom is not literal. The idiom doesn't mean there is a frog in the duck's throat. It means that the duck's throat is hoarse, sounding rough and harsh. So have kids draw an arrow from the frog to the duck. Sentence number 2, when she graduated, she was on top of the world. Again, an idiom is not literal. The idiom doesn't mean she was on top of the world. It means she felt successful and happy. Number 3, her actions speak louder than words. It means that her actions, what she does, are more important than what she says, her words. He'll mow the lawn when pigs fly. This means since pigs don't fly, he is not expected to mow the lawn. This is the completed practice page. Have kids read each sentence to determine if it is a hyperbole or an idiom. Write H for hyperbole or I for idiom. This is the completed example. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, Thank you. And as always, I will leave a link for all the teaching templates in the description section.